I want to take some time to talk to you about preparing for postpartum or preparing to bring the baby home and yourself home. I think too often we think about bringing home the baby and everything that we need for the baby, which is absolutely true and something you should be doing, thinking about the crib or maybe the swing or the car seat or the different types of bottles or pacifiers or clothes or blankets or diapers or all the other millions of things that you need to bring home a baby. But it's also important to think about yourself and how you'll need to take care of yourself when you come home. So a couple of ideas that I have that maybe will help you out. So the first thing is eating healthy is so important during your pregnancy and afterwards as well, as your body is recovering from the 40 weeks that it has built up to having this baby, and then boom, all of a sudden you're not pregnant. So it's very important to make sure that you have a healthy diet. And having a baby at home, it's not always easy to make a meal that takes a while. So sometimes we do what's easy and we go and we get fast food, which isn't always the best, especially when your body is recovering. So a couple things that you could maybe do to make life easier in the days and weeks leading up: you could make some meals and put them in a freezer Ziploc bag and store those, and then that way, depending on the recipe, you could either put those in a crock pot or throw them in the oven, whichever is easiest for you or you have, and make a nice healthy meal that's quick and easy for you. So that's one thing that you could do. Focus on eating healthy, and preparing meals may make that a little bit easier. Something else that you should make sure you do when you go home: if you have any visitors, family members, friends, neighbors that come over to see baby, make sure they're all washing their hands before they come and start holding your baby. We hold lots of germs on these hands, and we don't want to pass that on to this newborn baby and have them back in the hospital after they've only been out for maybe a couple of days or weeks. So always washing their hands. We should never even be kissing these newborn babies. So trying to ask that they just, withhold your wishes of washing their hands, and trying to hold off from kissing the baby for a little bit if they can, especially if they've had any type of runny nose or fever or cough or anything like that in the last couple of days. Lastly, something to think about when you're going home: I know you may be wanting to buy some of the postpartum items that you might need, different kinds of underwear or pads. My advice to you is withhold on buying those items until after you come home from the hospital. Typically, they give you a lot of those items in the hospital, so just see what you need. And, depending on if you have a vaginal delivery or a C-section, you may have a little bit different recovery. So I personally would probably withhold on buying some of those items until you go home, and then maybe a family member or your significant other wouldn't mind going out and purchasing a couple of those things for you if needed. So, and then kind of along to go with that, just making sure you have comfy clothes. If you are breastfeeding the baby, it's a good idea to get a breastfeeding bra. You can buy those at many different places nowadays. I know that they are carrying those at a lot of different stores. It used to be you just had to go to like a baby store or a little boutique or something like that, but you can get those anywhere. So just making sure that you have comfy clothing. It takes a while for your body to kind of go back and to get back to that pre-pregnancy body or weight that you were before. So just having comfy clothes to wear around the house. Other than that, those are just a couple tips I have for you guys. Feel free to visit my blog at babybumplife.com for additional information there. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those below. And until next time, I will talk to you guys all very, very soon. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.